how I lost 35 pounds in 1 month, and how I plan to lose another 70. So, in order to start our story, we must start with October of last year. In the month of October of last year, I fasted for 30 days using a 36-hour rolling fast strategy. At first, it was pretty difficult, but it got much easier as time went by because you kind of get good at fasting, okay? Fasting muscle has been talked about a lot here on YouTube, so I don't really need to delve into that. If you're interested, just look it up. What the 36-hour fast pertains to, though, means that you are not eating for 36 hours and then you're able to eat for 12 hours, and then you do that again and again and again, and then you lose weight. What is the modus that's happening in your body that allows you to lose the weight? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a nerd. I actually don't even really care that much. All I know is that it works, okay? Something probably to do with caloric restriction, okay? Um, what did I eat during my diet? It was a high protein diet mostly. I ate a lot of beef, eggs, chicken, tuna, avocados, things that I like, okay? I did eat carbohydrates during that time too, okay? I ate rice because I wanted to feel full. I wanted to feel like I had energy to complete my workout, okay? Um, Also, I wasn't really all that critical of what I ate during my refeed windows, okay? I could not tell you how many calories I ate. I ate my very healthy breakfast. Oh, I forgot to mention Greek yogurt. I'm a Greek yogurt and blueberries abuser. I always forget to talk about that. But um, I was not very strict with the calories. Okay, I couldn't tell you how many calories I ate because I don't care. Okay, I prefer to do things in a more intuitive, non-scientific way, honestly. And so I did eat a lot of American Standard Diet foods on the days when I would refeed. Part of the reason I do that is because I don't need to, right? But I prefer greatly to be able to eat with my family, okay? Having time to reconnect with your loved ones on any diet is important. That's why these kind of things can suck for people when you do long bouts of fasting, is that it completely alters your lifestyle, okay? Which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. It's a good thing because your lifestyle is what got you into the position where you want to lose 100 plus pounds in the first place, right? But at the same time, your lifestyle also affects everybody around you. If you start 36-hour fasting and you have like a wife and kids, for example, they're gonna miss you at dinner time every day, assuming that you guys even do that in the first place. Just like how if you do any change in your life, your loved ones will be affected, right? So I would eat whatever my family ate at dinner, which is of course not the healthiest thing in the world, but at the end of the day, I don't really care because I want to spend time with my family. For example, this Sunday night, we just had lasagna and it was awesome. And I'm still thinking about it, even though I'm not going to eat lasagna tonight. You know, getting a chance to sit down with my grandparents and my parents to have dinner after a long day is a great feeling. And I don't think it's something that you should give up just to pursue a little bit of weight loss. Okay. The other thing that I did while doing my 36-hour rolling fast was I did 10,000 steps per day. 10,000 steps per day sounds like a lot. It is not a lot. I don't know if it's a lot for you. It was not a lot for me. I'm telling you that it is necessary for all of these things for you to picture them as being not a thing of effort. Okay, it should not be a great feat of effort for you to walk 10,000 steps per day. Just like how if you want to do 100 push-ups per day, it can't be a great feat of effort. It can't be a great feat of effort for you to do, 10 sets of burpees. Whatever it is that you want to do, you must recontextualize it into being something that is natural and easy for you to do, unless you're the kind of person that needs to climb the wall every single day, in which I'm not talking to you because you're not the kind of person that would watch this kind of video anyway. Okay? Everything that we do to lose weight or achieve our fitness goals should be relatively simple and low effort, as in it's a lifestyle change that you want to make and it's not something that you're going to be fighting constantly. So I did my 10,000 steps per day pretty diligently, and I really enjoyed getting out of the house, getting tons of sun, and just generally feeling like, dang, I accomplished my goal for the day. And my goal being, of course, to just walk 10,000 steps, which, like I said, isn't even that much, okay? Anybody can do it, as long as you're not disabled or whatever. So after losing the initial 30 to 35 pounds with the 36-hour rolling fasting, I decided that I would do a small maintenance phase that turned into a big maintenance phase to try to combat the effects of losing weight too quickly, aka the reduced NEAT, the reduced energy levels, and I just wanted to feel good and see if I could kind of intuitively eat my way into, embracing my new body that I lost, approximately a tenth of my, or more than a tenth, 17% of my total body mass in such a fast time, right? And I would say that overall it was pretty successful. I started off at around 315 pounds at at the beginning of November, and then now we are in June, 7 months later, and I still weigh about 315 pounds. Some people might call this a loss, but I consider it to be a gain. The reason why is because I was able to intuitively eat without counting any kind of calories or without doing anything really extra and maintain my weight. I consider that to be good because during this time I was able to do things like eat at Burger King. I was able to form an exercise habit. I was able to basically have my cake and eat it too, all without gaining a bunch of unnecessary body fat. What have I been doing for exercise? Good question. I've been doing two programs at the same time. One that I made up, and one that is a famous kettlebell um, exercise program. So once a week, I do the Dan John armor building formula. That is approximately 2 cleans, 1 press, and 3 front squats with a double kettlebell of your whatever weight you can handle. I currently do the 35-pound one. And then on the other 6 days per week, I do approximately 100 to 150 swings, depending on how strong or fatigued I am from the prior day. And I follow a pattern for the first 100 that is 30, 25, 20, 15, and then 10. And then in between each set of swings, I do 10 assisted push ups on a dip bar. So, as you might be able to tell from that little maintenance phase explanation, that I am a big fan of Dan John, legendary strength coach, and he has a really simple fat loss protocol that he's been preaching, I would say, on YouTube for probably anywhere between 5 and 7 years, depending on how deeply you look. But it's a very simple protocol. Okay, it's a 16-hour fast essentially, in which you start the day with black coffee, and then you do a heavy workout, and then you walk for 10,000 steps. And then when you get back from your walk, you're permitted to eat. And that's all it is. All he does is ask that you eat in a healthy way relative to your standards, and that's it. The weight loss should just occur. The black coffee caffeine is gonna help your workout, allegedly. At least I think so, and most people will attest that some kind of caffeine does help their workouts. And any kind of fasting protocol where you're just not eating is good because it just means you're taking fewer calories, no matter what really the length you choose to do. And exercise and eating healthy is probably the easiest way to lose weight, right? So there's nothing flashy with this program. It's not like a 36-hour fast that's grueling. It's like literally just eat breakfast a little bit later after working out. And honestly, that's probably all it takes to lose weight. A 36-hour fast probably isn't even necessary. Is it going to be faster? Is it going to feel like you're accomplishing more and doing more? Is it more sexy? Is it a better, title on YouTube? Probably. But at this point, I really believe that the basics are what's going to carry me forward. So that's what I'm going to do. And I honestly predict I'll lose 70 pounds by the end of the month. And so, not the end of the month, the end of the year. So, if the progress is steady and I lose about 10 to 15 pounds this month, which is the month of June in 2025, then I will continue on this program. If I don't lose as much weight as I'd like, then I'll do a different protocol to kind of accelerate the weight loss a bit. But I assume that this is going to work fine. So overall, losing 30 pounds was a relatively simple and easy thing to do. And I predict that I'll be able to lose an additional 70. And I just wanted to make this video to kind of talk about it because on the one hand, I am very proud of it. But on the other hand, I also just want to give some information out. I mean, all this information is publicly available, but I feel like there's no reason for me not to make my video and kind of put my spin on it. One, because I just wanted to make a YouTube video. It's been a while, but also everybody has their own, creator that they kind of connect with, or their own person that they think is like trustworthy and useful. And but at the end of the day, everybody on the internet is kind of peddling the same sorts of information, right? Just eat less, exercise more, sleep more, drink more water, etc., etc. So if I can be that person for you and help you out, then that would mean the world to me, and I hope that you get the best out of your life.